This is Nelson's Bar. As you can see, the river's coming in up by Hodap. It's not a whole lot of water left here. If you look at some topos, it says that it's supposed to be like 20 to 40 feet deep, but it's full of sediment, so it's really only about 10 feet deep. Over here you can see where the sediment layer is starting to come out of the water. Seen it this low a few times, but I've only seen it lower one other time. There's a bunch of carp jumping. Some geese over here rock climbing. This is where the creek from the old powerhouse comes in. There's still some water coming in back there, but not a whole lot. It's getting pretty low. I can't remember what year it was, but when it was lower than this one other time, I actually walked across here. There's a flat channel that cuts through the sediment, like a 10-foot bank on it. It's not real wide in this section, but once you get around the corner here, it flattens out and it's just mud sediment. When it gets lower, all that sediment's going to wash down, fill up down there by Lime Saddle. Alright, I hiked back up to get a little bit better view. You can kind of see where the water's coming in over there. I think I might hike down there to get a better look. Here's a mud flat. The sediment layer coming out. Last time it was lower than this, I actually saw a truck get stuck in there, so don't do anything dumb. Looks like somebody was over there with the side-by-side. And this spot is non-stop bubbling. I don't think I've ever seen air bubbles like that. Would try to get closer, but that is some thick mud. This is as far as I'm hiking. But you'd see up there way in the distance, that's Cape Horn, where the gold eagles live. There's just barely a trickle of water coming in. It's really shallow. See, the sediment layer gets pretty thick down this side. This is what happens when it starts drying out. All these look like rocks, but they're actually big chunks of sediment. If we do get a heavy rain, all this stuff's going to wash down. Looks like a bunch of the rocks have started falling off. This one hit the sediment. Pretty good. Pretty good indent there. This will give you a good idea how much sediment there is. Right here is about an 8-foot wall. of sediment that's already been carved out from previous years of water being low. But in areas that haven't seen low water in a long time, there's going to be a very thick layer. Underneath lime saddle, there's probably a good 10 to 20 feet of sediment. You're looking with the fish finder, it looks like soft bottom, so it's a little hard to tell, but as the water gets lower, I think they're going to be a little surprised. Oh, there it goes. Surprised there's actually a bunch of little baby bass back here chasing smelt or something. Finally. Homemade hair jig. Knew they were small. A little ick on it. And chasing little smelt. I saw a couple come up on the bank. Surprised it's only a couple feet deep out there. There you go. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. Maybe go to Vinton Gulch and try to catch some bigger ones. Well, it wouldn't be a trip to Lake Oroville if a family of ducks didn't visit me. If you ever want to get them closer, just ruffle some plastic. They think it's food. They're so used to people feeding them.
Not much of a lake left, huh?
No, there isn't. I'm heading down Vinton Gulch. And right here is as high as the water got last spring. You can see there's a whole lot of vegetation starting to grow in. Willow trees are happy. This is where the water was 2 months ago. You can see there's already a lot of vegetation growing below the high water line. And the lake's way down there. A little one. I swear they catch big ones too. Probably can't see on the camera, but there's a bunch of little bluegill nests right here. I just spooked them off of them. It's an old road bed. Goes all the way down around the corner. It's only a foot or so deep. The bluegill I was trying to get, but I'll take it. Oop. Oh, sorry, buddy. All coated in mud. This is what I'm using right now. This lost one. Gotta retie. So 1/8 custom hair jig from Kaydence Tackle. Still got a little ways to go before it gets as low as I've seen it. Last time I saw it lower than this. There's like a car stuck in the mud right over here. I actually found some guy stuck in the mud. Somebody that had jumped off the bridge a few years earlier. It's the 70 bridge. I've heard stories from people that said during the historic drought in the 70s, you could actually come down here and throw a rock all the way across. It got so low. That was before all these houseboats were here. I really don't know how they expect to keep all these houseboats in here. Yep. Set the hook better. Well, 2 in a row. Actually, I hooked a rock earlier and bent the hook, but it seems to be alright. Too worried about getting the camera on. Got that one. Can't seem to find any big ones today, but catching fish. Can't complain. Here's a bigger one. No way, catfish. Awesome. Yep, these lures catch everything. You never know what you're gonna catch with them. Catfish, squawfish, bluegill, bass. you go. Oh. That's a nice one. As big as the last catfish I caught, but there you go. All right, I think it's a good time to call it a day. Nice catfish to end it with. A little beat. It's about 9:50, and I got a long walk out of here. I'd rather do it before it gets too hot. I'll see you next time.